This video is for Chapter 7, Section 7.2 for the math activity Averages with Columns of Tiles. We'll level off columns of color tiles to develop the concept of average, the mean of numbers. For this activity, you'll want to use color tiles, although linking cubes or unifix cubes, especially if you're working with children, are great for this idea as well. When you have two or more columns of tiles and you level them off so they have the same height, but you don't change the number of columns, the common height is the average of the original heights. So here you see we have 9 tiles and 5 tiles, and when we move 2 of the blue tiles from the 9 stack to the stack of 5 tiles, they're both of height 7. In question 1, we ask you to use color tiles to build a column of height 9 and another column of height 15. And then, other than just moving one tile at a time, find at least 2 methods for leveling off the tiles so that the 2 columns are of the same height. So you want to think about what are the ways that you can approach this. And then using the heights of columns 9 and 15 and the operations of arithmetic, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, express each of your leveling off methods with a number expression. Then in part B, we ask you to change that and make expressions using variables x and y, where x is the larger number, and rewrite your results from part A, which you use specific numbers, now more generally with x and y. And then show that your two rules, which are algebraic expressions, set them equal to each other and solve and show that they are really the same. In question 2, we ask you to use some color tiles to solve some problems. Draw diagrams and explain what you're doing. So the average height of 2 columns is 10, and the difference of their heights is 3 times the height of the smaller column. What is their heights? So you have 2 columns, you know that the average is 10, and then you have information about the original column size. Then in part B, we say there is a total of 16 tiles in 2 columns, and one of the columns is 1 2/3 times the height of the other. And again, we ask you to figure out the height of each column. We're just thinking about averages and leveling off and working with tiles. Use your tiles and lay this out. It will make a lot more sense. In question 3, these 6 columns have been leveled off to represent the average score for a student on 6 20-point quizzes. You can see on average they have 14 points. To obtain a satisfactory grade, an average of 15 is needed. The teacher gives the student 2 options. Throw out the lowest quiz score and have the average of the remaining 5, or take a 7th 20-point quiz to raise the average. Use your understanding of averages and leveling off and answer this question on the student's best option. You'll spend some time working out the various algebraic expressions and problem solving with this math activity, but it's all very basic tile movement and thinking about fairly straightforward averages. I hope you have fun with math activity averages with columns of tiles.